I don't know who. You know what time it is? It's 4:10. 4:10 a.m. Someone's honking the horn at this time. I don't know where everyone's going. You lot, I ain't even lie. I'm not gonna lie, this video is a different one still. This is not a reaction. I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I feel like I gotta like make a difference. Do you know what I mean? Make a difference and help people as much as I can. And now that I've got this small platform, not even platform, it's not even a platform yet. It's just a stone, like it's just a stepping stone of some sort. I don't know if but it's not a platform yet. God willing, it will be one day. But where I'm going with that is, how can I don't want to script this. I want this to be from the top of my brain, from the heart kind of thing. But I've noticed that a lot of people are struggling mentally, you know, with the whole pandemic, and you know, people already might have had depression and anxiety before that, and now having this pandemic might have made things worse. And I just feel like I'm someone who's had like experiences of those two things. Not as much now, but back in the day definitely. And I feel like it would be wrong of me not to try and help others, you know, cope with the times, because right now we're in difficult times. We're in very, 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 very hard times. Like, you can't even go outside and hang out with your friends. You're alone in your own solitude. And if you don't like your own company, you won't like the way things are going. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like I've noticed on Twitter, like I've seen a lot of people sad and depressed and shit. And I feel like I'd have to say something. I have to try and at least help one person. If I can help one soul, then I know I've done a job well done. Do you know what I mean? So this video, I don't know what I'm gonna title it. I was thinking maybe how to deal with, you know, depression, anxiety during a pandemic, or just do it on a general basis. But I feel like the pandemic might be more better, because that's what we're going through right now, and I don't know when this shit's gonna end. I'm not gonna make this video somber and gloomy, like it's not gonna be like that, but I want to give people something to relate to, do you know what I mean, without having to talk about like too much of my personal life, do you know what I mean? Because I feel like we're in very, 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 very tough times, and sometimes people don't want to open up to others, even their closest friends, about their problems and how they're feeling. So things like having videos like this gives them that escape to, you know, find something to relate to. But a lot of people use music. I used to be one of those people back in them days when I felt that way, but I never really ever said that I have depression, because I feel like that's a very serious thing to say. I don't play around with like depression, anxiety. I'd say I've had moments of it, but not like, I wouldn't say that I'm suffering from it, because that's serious, you know what I mean? I don't want to like talk lightly on something that someone is struggling with daily, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm able to, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't think that's what I've ever had, but I've had moments of it, do you know what I mean? So I still kind of can relate to it, and I just feel like everyone is just so sad, and I don't blame you lot, because this pandemic ain't a joke. It is not a joke at all. Like, firstly, I didn't even introduce like this video. I don't know how well it's gonna do, because I do reactions. This is not my thing. Talking on camera is not my thing. I'm not good at just talking to the camera like this. It's not in my forte at all. Me, I just listen to the music and then just let the music speak and my facial expressions to speak. But now I'm actually here talking to a camera. Right, I've grown a lot. I could never do that before, when I was more introverted. So yeah, like, see, coping with depression and anxiety, you gotta have something that keeps you, I guess, distracted. With me, like, I don't know if all of you guys are working from home. Working from home must be so hard if you suffer from depression and like anxiety and stuff, because you're at home every single day. You don't go anywhere. You probably might even just go Tesco to buy some shopping and go home, but you don't actually physically go to work. You're just working from home, so that can make you even more alone. But yeah, what I would say the best way to kind of cope with I guess those two things, depression and anxiety, like during the pandemic, I'm not really the best. I couldn't really give advice on a general basis. I don't think I could do that. But I feel like during a pandemic, I feel like there are ways to kind of deal with it somehow, some way. And I feel like one is to keep busy. Like you have to keep busy, especially like if you're unemployed or if you're working from home. Like find something new to do, read a book, paint. Like there's these things on Amazon that you can buy called Paint by Numbers, where you order it, it comes to you, it's like £15, maybe like £15, £11, and it on the page it's like a drawn, it's already drawn, it's the picture's drawn already, but you just paint in the numbers. So then there'll be a number. Let's say it's a dog. The dog's ears might be number 1, and then they'll give you paint, and you got to find number 1 and fill it in. And it's like therapeutic, you know. You can play some music in the background and just paint away. Do you know what I mean? Like just any way to keep yourself occupied, I feel like is a good way to keep your mind off the pandemic. For me, what I'm trying to touch on the pandemic, like dealing with the pandemic, because mentally, like it's not easy. Do you know what I mean? Like luckily for me, I've been working non-stop since the pandemic started as a key worker. So for me, I haven't had that time to, you know, be unemployed or not self-isolate, work from home and that. So for me, like I'm busy. I'm working, coming home, filming, you know what I mean? Like I'm out and about. So for me, like I'm always distracted. But I imagine for those who are even uni students, like obviously I finished uni last year, so for me I'm done with that. But for uni students, it must be so hard if you're at accommodation, like you're just stuck there. Do you know what I mean? Like it's peak. As I'm saying, like the best thing to do is to pick up new hobbies, find ways to entertain yourself. Like I don't know, if YouTube is your thing, jump on that. Like try to think of new ways to be different. Do you know what I mean? To make videos that, you know, people might like and be entertained by. Do you know what I mean? Like YouTube is not a hard thing to do. Like editing is probably the hard part, but I've been editing for years, so I'm not really that hard with it. I don't really struggle with it like that. But mainly, I feel like the best thing to do, you just gotta keep busy. Find something to do, like a new hobby of some sort. Even if you're not a gamer, like maybe try start playing games, like just to keep your mind off things. Do you know what I mean? Maybe work out at home. Gym was a lot of people's safe space during the pandemic, but this stupid prime minister locked off gyms as if gyms was the problem. It's the schools. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. Like I'm just here to try and help people as much as I can. If I can help one person, then that's it. If this video, just hearing someone talk about what to do, what not to do, or how to handle things helps, then I'm happy. Mission accomplished. Fam, in no way, because it's one of them ones where I know a lot of people that are struggling. I know a lot of people that are struggling. I've seen on Twitter, literally everyone is down. People are going through relationship problems. It's mad. Like, so for me, like with the little platform I have, it would be a shame of me for someone who's experienced these kind of things in the past to not say something or not try to help. Do this one here. This one, yeah, I would say you should do is try to not even watch things about coronavirus, because it is depressing. This amount of deaths, 10k deaths this day, 20k deaths, highest deaths in the world. Like the UK is now the highest. Like fam, it's too much. It's too much. Just wear your just make sure you wear your face mask and do all the protective stuff, yeah, and abide by the rules, and just don't listen to anything else. Like don't, obviously whatever changes, listen to that, like lockdown rules and stuff, but don't be like hearing, like looking to see how many people died this day, how many cases there are. Just focus on God and just like, do you know what I mean? Like just try and keep yourself busy, keep yourself entertained, find new hobbies, listen to music, like just try to find new hobbies. I think that's the best way, because like with me, if I'm feeling upset or down with everything, I will either be at work, so work is nice, I have great colleagues, so for me work is calm. I'll be at work, come home happy if I'm not happy when I got there, or if I don't have work, then I'll film, because then I have to bring myself in that mood. Do you know what I mean? And then I have fun doing it. So for me, like, you just have to have like that, like you just got to find something to do, find some hobbies that can, you know, entertain you and distract you. Reading a book. Some people don't really like reading, or like Netflix, or obviously don't be too lazy just sitting in bed watching Netflix all day. But if that helps you keep your mind off things, then that might help as well. Find it, or if you have a job and you're working from home, maybe try find like a little weekend job, depending on how much you're working with the first job. Like, you just gotta find ways to keep yourself entertained. But because of the pandemic, if you already suffer from mental illness, like, it's gonna be even harder, because obviously, you know, pandemic just makes things worse. You're stuck at home, you can't go outside, can't see your friends, can't even see your family like that. You can't really be going to see your grandma, granddad, do you know what I mean, uncles and that. So it's like you're literally alone. So for me, like, the best way to deal with that is just to try and keep yourself entertained and distracted somehow, by finding new hobbies, learning new things, reading books, painting, like just anything that you're interested in. Give it a try, do you know what I mean? Like, right now with everything going on, we can't be selfish, like, and just think about ourselves. We should also try to help others, because there's probably people struggling way more than me. So if my morale is high and I'm in good spirits, I should try to project that onto people that are not feeling the same. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So for me, like just try to keep busy as much as you can. Try not to focus on the negatives of the pandemic. Like, try to just be positive, you know, try to save money at this time as well, because there's not really much to spend money on. Like, just try and find a way to kind of cope with it, you know what I mean? If you're at home all day due to, you know, working from home, try and find another hobby to incorporate in your time at home. It could be learning how to edit, learning how to Photoshop, learning, like, do you know what I mean? Like, try start up like an online business, drop shipping. Like, there's always like things that you can do, but it's just a matter of wanting to do it, do you know what I mean? But I understand that it's not easy, especially like if you're depressed and that, because depression is already like a bottomless pit. Like, the more down you feel, the more down you feel, you're like deeper in the abyss, and to climb out, it's not easy, fam. Do you know what I mean? You might feel like you're getting out, you can see the light and you're getting up to the top, but then something will just knock you back down to the very, very bottom of that bottomless pit. So, like, for me, like, that's why I'd say just try not to, especially during this pandemic, that's what I'm saying, try not to think about it. I know it's not easy, but refraining from watching things like the death tolls and how many people died and how many cases there is better, because at least then you're not always seeing seeing negative things. Obviously, listen to the rules and that, new rules that might arise, and that's calm. But I feel like the best thing to do is to just try not to watch that shit, because it's depressing, man. It's depressing. Sorry guys, my camera cut out, man. Bare jarring, fam. But yeah, like, literally, like, I feel like the best thing to do is just to try to keep busy somehow, some way. Like, just find some hobbies that you can incorporate into your life to just make things more bearable, do you know what I mean, and not dwell on the negatives of the pandemic. I feel like that's the best thing to do, man. But aside from all that, like, now this is where I give a bit of a pep talk. Yeah, like, we have to do better. Like, as in, we need to, like, if we really want to be free from this stupid shit going on, we really need to make sure that we follow, like, the rules, do you know what I mean? Like, try and social distance and all that, like, because it might make a difference, do you know what I mean? It might, like, I'm seeing people go to 200 people raves. Like, you can't be doing that, fam. You must be sick in your head to do that. Like, I understand at the beginning of lockdown, cool, I'm not worried about that, do you know what I mean? That mentality there, I'm not really worried about that. I ain't gonna get it, I hear that. But fam, people are dying, people's mums are dying, people's dads are dying, granddads are dying, grandmas are dying, kids, like little young kids are dying, young teenagers are dying. Like, fam, everyone's, do you know what I mean, suffer from it. So for right now, we all need to just do what we can to get out of this, fam. Unscathed, fam. Big man thing. Swear down, like we're all destined for greatness, do you know what I mean? But if we let the negativity of this pandemic bring us down, we are not gonna reach our potential. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I want everyone to do that's suffering through some sort of depression, anxiety during this pandemic. Fam, you're not alone. That's one thing. Two, like, you probably have friends and family around you, innit? So even if they're not physically there, like try to confide in them by, you know, talking to them, calling them, FaceTiming. Like I've been FaceTiming my grandma like as often as possible just to make sure she's all good. Do you know what I mean? Like just stuff like that to socialize and keep yourself not like stuck in your own mind. Do you know what I mean? Like you got this, fam. Do you know what I mean? Like one thing though that's making the pandemic really hard is envisioning the future, in a sense where like it's hard. Like if there was no pandemic, I would have probably found like a graduate job by now, or would have started looking for new jobs in my field. But everything is just so hard to come across. Like jobs are scarce now. It's not even easy to find a retail job these days. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like it's just messed the whole flow, the whole feng shui. It's messed everything up, this whole pandemic. So for me, what I want to say to you lot is just keep your heads high. If we let this thing bring us down, like in the sense where if we let this pandemic knock our morale, fam, we are going to be pissed. We're not going to be, everyone's just going to be just drained, depressed, upset, sad. Like, fam, we have to find a way to want to better ourselves. Like, I know people that are so money motivated right now, it's mad. Like, and I feel like I need to take some of that ethic and apply it to myself. Not money, but like the ethic of wanting to make it. And like I know people that are still like striving for greatness, and I'm doing the same. But then there's days where I feel a bit like fam, everything is just so uncertain. It's so hard. Like, but we have to keep trying. We have to keep pushing, bro. Like, I can't lie, you lot. We have to keep trying, fam. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if this video is gonna be boring. I'll have some music in the background, but fam, we have to keep pushing, big man thing, because it's not gonna be easy, fam. This whole thing is making life difficult, and the only way we can get out is if we support one another, but then also support ourselves by doing the right things necessary, you know, to make life a bit easier. Like I said before, trying to find hobbies, and just something to do to keep entertained. Otherwise, you're gonna wallow in your own sadness for time. This pandemic, God knows when it's gonna finish. You'll be literally in your own mind every single day, especially if you're working from home. All you have is yourself, because you're thinking every single day about things. Like, I'm sure people have probably, like, it's sad, but I'm sure people have probably committed suicide more than normally because of this pandemic. People probably living alone and they can't go see their mum because they're trying to proper be on job with the rules. Like, it's deep, fam. That's why we have to keep pushing, fam. We have to keep trying our best to help one another, make sure everyone's good. And this is my way of just giving you lot something to relate to, or some sort of, like, what's the word, comfort. Like, I might not hit the spot of how you're feeling, but knowing that there's someone out there that cares like that, to even post on YouTube, big YouTube, like, it might be uplifting, or it might boost your morale. That's what I'm saying. Like, for me, if I can help one person, that's it for me. I'm good. I don't care if this video gets 100 views, 50 views, 20 views, 2. I don't mind. But if out of those 2 views, if someone is happy, if one of those 2 people are happy, then I'm good. My purpose is done. Like, fam, like, we just gotta be strong, man. Like, whatever, you know, you believe in, religion wise, just, fam, confined in what you believe in. Do you know what I mean? Like, because that's another way to keep saying, yeah, man, this camera keeps cutting, my storage is so full. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much. Obviously, I'm gonna just leave it like that. And like, moral of this whole video is just keep pushing, keep grinding, don't stop. No matter whatever it is you're doing, if you're working, keep at it. If you're working and need something else to do, try to find a new hobby, find something to do to entertain yourself further, so after work you're not in your own mind. Like, it's good to think about life and reflect, because this is a good time. Like, this pandemic is good for that. But if you're reflecting too much, you could overthink things. If you're in a relationship, you can overthink things about your partner. Do you know what I mean? Like, just take things easy. Try and occupy your time doing other things. Do you know what I mean? If you're just working and sleeping, like, it's just a bit mad. Like, try and find a hobby to do, or something to entertain yourselves. Do you know what I mean? Because, fam, it's not easy, bro. It is not easy, fam. And I understand how some of you must be in mad mad predicaments. Do you know what I mean? Some of you might have, your mum might have had COVID, or your dad might have had COVID, and you're alone. Like there's people are going through mad things, isn't it? So I don't know exactly what everyone's going through, but if you're going through something, just know that like it will be okay and it will be easy. Just not easy like that, but I mean like it'll be okay. You just have to keep pushing, keep concentrating on making things better. Do you know what I mean? But what I will say is, my socials will be like on the overlay at the top and in the description. So if you ever, if you're like really depressed or like going through mad problems, like I don't mind like giving you that opportunity to talk. So if you want to tweet me, or not tweeting me, that's public, but if you want to DM me on Twitter or Instagram, just to vent and have someone to talk to, because if you don't have no one to talk to, what I'm trying to say is, if you ain't got no one to talk to, yeah, I'm hearing it. DM me, Twitter, like Insta, I'll reply. I'm always on my phone. I'm not gonna be ignorant. Even if I hit 100k one day, you're not gonna see me move ignorant. As long as I'm not flooded with a million of messages, I don't see why I can't reply. Do you know what I mean? So if you literally have no one to chat to, because fam, yeah, let me show. I don't know if I'll have my, if you lot can see my computer. But let me show you lot something, yeah. Here, this X video that I slowed and reverbed, yeah. I'll let it play as well, but on low volume. Fam, this guy, this is my video, yeah. Bare views, I know, but that's not what I'm here for. The comments in here, yeah, is nuts. People are going through madness. I don't know if it's for like, you know, to be edgy or whatever, but there are some people here that I've seen. I don't know. Like, look here. You know you're broken when you feel relieved if you choke yourselves with your hands or something. Like, people are going through it, fam. People are actually going through things, fam. Like, it's not a joke. Like, it's a joke. It's not a joke at all. Like, there's another one as well, another video. Yeah, I'll show you another one. This one here, X-Num. Fam, the things people are posting in here. Fam, I'll let it play in low volume. Like, fam, look. No one notices your tears, no one notices your pain, no one notices your sadness, but they all notice your mistakes. Like, people are going through life. It's real out here, fam. It is real. People are not, fam. Look here, my man said here, shout out Shante White, fam. Man goes, man, I remember going through depression and suicidal thoughts, hating myself and feeling like a burden to the world, wish no one had to experience this. Jesus Christ be with you all. He's the one who saved me from my pain, my sin, my tears. Calling him out to help, blah, blah, blah. Like, people are going through problems, fam. People are going through proper problems, fam. Like, it's deep. Like, it's actually deep, fam. So, fam, like, so yeah, man, the video keeps cutting because my memory's full. But yeah, literally just keep pushing, keep striving. If you ain't got no job right now because of the pandemic, if you've been made redundant, like, I was at work, yeah, customers are coming and telling me, oh, I've been working 52 years straight, now I have no job, and I'm what's it called, I'm on furlough, and I don't know what to do with myself. I'm always at home. Like, it's deep. Like, that's what I'm saying. Just keep pushing. Try to find something new to do. If you're like way older than me and you used to work bare, like you're used to working every single, like for literally as long as you can remember, and now I'm not jobless, but you're on furlough. Now just keep pushing. Keep trying to find something to do in the meantime until your job is able to be. Until you're able to go back to your job. Like, you just have to find a way. Like, I know it's not easy, but you have to really think deep and think, how can I make my life easier? You know what I'm saying? So just keep pushing, keep striving. I have faith in you lot. Yeah, to those who actually watch this and care to, you know, watch it or whatever, I appreciate you. Like literally, not we, I appreciate you. Yeah, I care about you lot. Just keep pushing, keep striving. If you can't find a job right now, keep looking. Like, just keep putting manifest good things as well. If you're not manifesting good energy and good thoughts, then you're not gonna get what you want. So make sure you think positively by claiming good things to happen in your life rather than think negatively. But yeah, man, just keep pushing, keep striving. You've got this. Just keep trying your best to do what you can during these shitty times that we're in. And yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back. Obviously, I'll be doing normal reactions anyway. This is just like a one-off thing. I just really want to help people, do you know what I mean? Because I've noticed that a lot of people are sad and shit. So yeah, socials are at the top, socials on the bottom in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember, if you're going through something and you're alone and you have no one to turn to and you're feeling mad low, if you know what I mean, shout me, DM me. At least then you have someone to talk to. Yeah, even if I don't reply straight away, at least you've gotten your thoughts and how you're feeling out there. Do you know what I'm saying? Shout me when I have time, and if I'm not busy with work and that, I'll reply. Do you know what I mean? If it can help someone, I'm happy with that. Do you know what I mean? So make sure you do that. Yeah, stay safe, stay blessed. Try to occupy your time. Stay safe as well. Try to abide the rules if you can. And yeah, catch you lot in the next video.